Hi everybody, I'm Ben Wildman-Tobriner, Program Director of the Abdominal Imaging Fellowship here at Duke University. Thanks for taking the time to visit our website and learn a little bit more about our division. I'm proud of what our program offers our fellows, and I'm excited to tell you more about what we do here.
One of my favorite things about working with the fellows is that you take individuals that are well trained in cross-sectional imaging, CT, ultrasound, MR, and you turn them into consultants so that when they make a report on a CT scan or an MR or whatever, it's not just a report, it's a consultation. They can look at the imaging and they can figure out not only what are the findings, how relevant they are, what the next step should be. So it really is a consultation.
Fellows really fit extremely well into our division because we look at them as really part of our core team. They're the people who we work with every single day. They help us provide outstanding care to our patients. We love working with them. They're a really fun group of people. They make sitting in the reading room and working together really fun and enjoyable, and add some levity to what is a pretty serious set of work that we do every single day.
I first came here for residency almost 8 or 9 years ago now, and I came here for the reputation of Duke and the hospital and of Duke Radiology, but in being here for residency and fellowship, we ended up falling in love with Durham. And my wife, who's a pediatrician here at the hospital, and I decided to start our lives here together and raise a family here, and we have really enjoyed becoming North Carolinians and living in Durham. It is a fantastic place to live.
I have loved living in Durham. There's a lot of things to do outdoors. We have little kids and we've enjoyed taking them to the Museum of Life and Sciences. It's 80 acres of outdoor space, and having them just run around. We've taken them on lots of hiking trips and things like that, so we've loved living in Durham.
So I think Durham has been the biggest surprise about coming to Duke. Most pleasant surprise, there's a great mix of restaurants and bars downtown, all kinds of outdoor activities. The beach is 2 hours away, the mountains are 2 to 3 hours away, and the big city of Charlotte is 3 hours away as well.
So I chose Duke for fellowship for several reasons. I knew that I would have a great educational experience. I also liked that we would do lots of procedures throughout the year. That's something that I found fairly unique to body fellowships. And I also found when I interviewed here that everyone was just very friendly and very down to earth. And I appreciated that about the interview day.
So I think if I was going to tell somebody why they should think about the Abdominal Imaging Fellowship at Duke, there's a couple of things. I think if you really want to push yourself to be better, this is a great place to do so. We have a really high volume clinical practice with an extraordinary breadth and depth of pathology across CT, MRI, and ultrasound. I think that our interventional service is something that also really separates us nationally. We have the ability to both work in the reading room every single day, but also really be able to take care of patients at the point of care.
If I were going to try to lure you to Duke, I would tell you the truth, which is that you're going to get a great education and you'll grow and you'll take this experience away and it'll be a positive one and you'll remember it fondly.
And I think the final thing would be that the ability to work with people who are really outstanding in their field is something that separates Duke from other places. You know, our faculty are at the very top of their field nationally and internationally, but they're extremely down to earth and accessible, and that kind of combination is hard to beat.
I've really enjoyed the fellowship year so far. Everyone is very collegial. I've really enjoyed my co-fellows and working with the attendings.
The fellows, we really couldn't do what we do without them. There's 8 fellows every year, and that group of fellows comes from all over the country, and we love that diversity that comes in every year. It really keeps us fresh.
That's some of the things that I enjoy. It's really fun to watch the fellows come and make that change over the course of a year. And when they leave, they do so well in their practice because they become the go-to person in their practice almost instantaneously.